house, we have an amazing soul all the way from Canada. Wow, what an amazing soul. Who do you have in the studio? Brrr, ta. Let's go.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So you might start like by telling us like what's your name, where are you from?
Well, first off, thank you for having me.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. I feel very honored. My name is Sarah. I'm originally from England. My parents were both born and raised in the UK, and they immigrated to Canada, and I was born there. I've traveled the world, and now I'm in Kenya.
Wow, that's very amazing.
Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sarah, tell us something about Kenya. Tell us something about Kenya. Welcome to Kenya. Here we say Hakuna Matata.
Yes,
Have you ever heard of such thing?
absolutely.
Such slogan.
Yeah, of course. Means no
Wow.
worries.
Can you give us a short experience of you being in Kenya?
Well, first of all, it's been my absolute dream since I was 2 years old, actually. Some people think that's very young, but the second I saw elephants in the safari on TV when I was a very young little girl,
Wow.
I said to myself, one day, Mommy, I have to be in Kenya. I need to be with the elephants there. And that has been my favorite animal my entire life. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm here is for the wildlife. I had to be here for the elephants. I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, I've been on an elephant in Canada. They're all over the world, but there is nothing like the wildlife here in Kenya.
So you want to mean that you don't have elephants in Canada? So you came to Kenya to visit an elephant?
No, I said we do have them in Canada. We do. I have been on an elephant in Canada. We have a place called the African Lion Safari. It's not far from my home in Canada.
Wow.
And so you just pay a fee. It's the same, very similar to the Nairobi National Park.
Okay. So all animals that are in Canada and in Kenya, are they the same
Yes.
animals?
Yes.
Wow. Tell us more about you being in Kenya, about the taste of Kenya and Canada. How can you give us a short experience?
Absolutely. So, like I said, it was been my dream my whole life, and I'm now 47. So I finally made my dream come true. I was planning to just come here for maybe 6 months and tour around and check everything out, but I fell in love with the country the second the wheels hit the runway. I said, this is home. This is where I feel I want to stay. So the first thing that hit me were the people right at the airport. Everybody was just so nice and kind and smiling. Everybody is smiling all the time here. Everybody is happy.
Wow.
And they greet you and they treat you incredible. So the first impressions were the people. And I stayed in an Airbnb just for a couple days until I got my apartment, and I have loved every second of it. The
Wow.
people are just
Wow.
amazing.
Wow.
That's what keeps me here is the people.
That's very amazing. So how far have you been here so far?
I've been here since October, so it's over 2 months now.
Or 2 months?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very amazing. And let's talk about like your experience in 2 months. Like, did you enjoy Kenyan food? Like how you interact with people? How are they? Like.
Yeah. So the food, I'm very fortunate to have a best friend here. She's actually my business partner that we will talk about later.
Wow.
She invited me to her home. She's married with children. And so as soon as I entered her home, I immediately felt like this is my Kenyan family.
Wow.
This is my family. So of course they made, ugali and all the food, and they took videos of me eating it for the first time. The videos are quite cute because, they're excited to see me trying it. I've had fufu before. Obviously it's from Nigeria. So
Fufu.
I have experience with, that type of eating, right? That type of texture, the texture. Ugali's a little bit harder.
Okay, talking
Oh,
about
wow.
Kenyan food, eh?
Yeah.
Talking about Kenyan food.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten githeri? You know.
Yes, you described it to me earlier. There's a lot of food that I've had, but I don't memorize the names.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
might not know the exact name.
The githeri, let me give you a short story of githeri.
Okay.
Githeri is a mix of beans
Yes.
and corns.
Yes, delicious.
The
I've had
githeri.
it.
So you can survive in Kenya. You can survive.
Of course. And it's not hard, especially chapati, mendezi for breakfast. Oh,
Wow.
And samosa also.
and chai, the tea. Oh, your chai is the best.
Have you ever drink the Kenyan porridge?
You know what? That's the only thing I haven't tried yet.
Oh,
No, why?
porridge.
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't had that yet.
I'll buy you 1 cup today. I'll buy
Okay.
you 1 cup.
Thank you, Asante. I
The,
appreciate
the
that.
Kenyan porridge is one of the sweetest
Yeah, I heard it's
porridge
very good.
ever. We have the Ushurwama Dasho. Do you know Ushurwama Dasho?
Yes, yes. And
Ah.
also, what's another thing that I eat all the time? Oh, smocha.
The smocha.
Smochas.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love street food. Cheap street food
Yeah,
is
yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
But one thing you should be very careful about is actually almost everyone is, especially in central Kenya, they love it. It's called mutura.
Okay.
Yeah, mutura in soup.
Do you know what is motora?
You're gonna tell me.
It's an African sausage. It's
Okay.
a long one.
Oh,
Actually,
yes.
and then roll.
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it. Yes,
Yeah.
I have not tried it. I've a little bit careful. A little bit careful.
Yeah.
I heard it tastes amazing.
But you should not be afraid.
Okay.
The first thing, if you actually want to stay in Kenya for a very long time, if you want people to love you more,
Okay.
love their street food.
I
Because-
love the street food.
Exactly. So if you go outside,
Okay.
just go and meet that guy. Actually, you can. Most of them are called Njoroge, Kamau. They are.
Okay.
Most of them are Kikuyus.
Okay.
And then like, if you say, give me Mutura 50 shillings, he just unrolls the roll.
Okay.
And then he cuts you
A-
like
a nice piece.
A piece, yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit
Fif-
sweeter than.
Talking
sausage.
of currency, 50 shillings.
Yes.
50 shillings
Yes.
is half a dollar.
I know.
You know that?
I should hope I know that.
Ah,
I
really?
hope that I know that. I mean, I'm from Canada and I've had to change a lot of currency here, so I definitely know the money. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about the foods in Kenya, so this, tell us a little bit about your background.
In regards to traveling, or
Yes, your background.
I've traveled a lot, a lot.
Yes.
We will talk a little bit later about my documentary about my journey in Jamaica.
Okay.
I lived in China for 4 years. I was a teacher there. I did very well there. Made pretty good money there too. Sometimes I'm wondering why did I leave? I was doing so good, but I've spent a lot of time in Morocco. And of course, when you're traveling a lot, we do a lot of connection flights. So I've been into a lot of countries for maybe like a day or so as a stopover, right? Like a connection flight. So, I've Korea.
Oh, you've been to Korea.
Yeah, a couple times.
So can you do you know how to say hello in Korean?
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Yeah, 안녕하세요.
Ah, okay. Me too. Actually, I studied there.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Yeah.
So, but I speak Mandarin fluently, so
Ah,
because of
Mandarin.
living in China for 4 years.
Yeah. Mandarin, like.
So yeah, I've traveled all over, all
Wow.
over.
Yeah.
So, you've lived in Kenya since when?
October,
October.
over 2
And-
months now.
2 months.
Hmm.
And you know all these things. Then you're sharp.
Thank you.
You're sharp. You know about the Kenyan foods.
Hmm.
Okay. Have you gone to Masai Mara?
Not yet. That is the biggest goal. That is the biggest goal, of course.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't been there yet.
Which places have you visited?
I did the
in
Giraffe Center right away, Nairobi Park. Unfortunately, as you know, there's no elephants in the national park.
Kenya?
There used to be many years ago, but not
Yeah.
anymore because elephants can cause a little damage in the cities if they wander too far, right? But they do have the orphanage inside the national park. So I'm planning hopefully next week. Unfortunately you have to book an allotted time from 11 to 12 so you can go and feed the baby elephants. So
Yeah. Actually,
next week I think I will be doing that.
That's
many
good.
people actually, especially the foreigners, the first thing they do after visiting all the places, they just want to go to the Giraffe Center.
Yes.
And
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then there's another hotel. Have you heard of it? Like it's Karen. It's actually in Karen.
Okay.
Like you have to dine, and then the giraffe comes and dine with you.
Perfect. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very beautiful. Yeah. So that is magical Kenya.
Yes, I can't wait. And when I have the time and obviously the funds, I will head out to the safari and have an amazing time there. I want to spend some good time there.
Wow. That is very beautiful.
That's so good. Let me ask you something, Sarah. We have this experience in Kenya whereby you want to visit somewhere, but do you have anyone who guides you?
I just usually myself, but if I want to go somewhere far, If I want to go somewhere far, then I have people that I can take with me. It's not a problem.
Have you ever gone to Mombasa? Have you ever gone to
That
Mombasa?
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah,
and
I have to
I
ask.
know. I was just going to answer your question before
Yeah.
you even asked me. Yes, it is my dream to go to Mombasa. I've been invited there probably about 1.7 million times so far since I've been here.
Wow.
And Diani Beach is where I have to go. That's my ultimate dream.
Wow.
That sounds so amazing.
That's very amazing.
So, there's this one thing about Kenya. Okay, have you ever gone to ghetto? Have you ever visited any ghetto?
I want to go, but nobody will let me go.
Why?
I've been invited to Kayole.
Kayole.
Yeah,
No,
but
no, no.
nobody will
Kayole.
let me go.
We say Kayole.
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 Kayole ya maghetto.
Okay. Well, Sarah wants to go to Kayole, the ghetto.
Actually, they have another nickname.
Okay.
It's called 1960.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you
When
if
you go there-
mention like 1960, they
Okay.
know you're from Oyole. You're from
Okay.
Kayole.
Well, I think I would be okay if I went there, but
And
people.
then we have another place called Kibera.
Yes, can I tell you something?
Okay.
The beads that I'm wearing on my hand, actually, that my name is here.
Uh-huh.
I wear my beads very proudly, and this person customized this obviously for my name and the Kenyan flag and the Canadian flag,
Wow.
and that person comes from there.
Actually,
Yes.
people from Kibera are very friendly.
Very,
Very
very giving,
friendly.
very kind,
Yeah, very kind.
very.
Yeah.
So can I go there?
Of
Yeah.
course, yes.
Of
You
course.
should
Wait, do I
visit
have to
Kayole.
take an officer or a security guard or
No, no,
something?
no. You don't need one.
Okay.
You don't need one.
You don't need
Okay.
any
Especially-
Thank
security.
you. I
Let
want to
me-
go
let-
there.
Let me tell you the safest place you can go as a Mzungu
Okay.
without any security, and people will love you and follow you.
Okay.
It's in the ghetto. No one will touch you
Okay.
because one thing they actually, if they see a foreigner,
Mm-hmm.
they know if they make friends with you,
Yes.
they get like blessings.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah. Even if someone gives you a gift, even if it's a small child
Okay.
that hands you a piece of stone, just pick it and keep it as a
Aw.
souvenir.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Then when can we go? Let's go shoot some, we can go shoot some footage there and have fun there.
Yeah, we will go.
That's
actually,
that's
we
how
will-
Kenya
we will
is.
plan.
Eh? That's why we love new visitors in Kenya. We treat every visitors equally,
Yeah.
whether you come from China, whether you come from Canada,
Anywhere in the
US,
world.
Yes.
anywhere in
Like
the world.
in Kenya, you'll meet a lot of foreigners in Kenya. and
Everybody's
nobody
very
will stop-
friendly.
No one will stop you and ask you like, "Who are you? Why are you?" No,
You're right.
No
You're
one,
right.
no one.
Everybody's so friendly.
friendly, from the president to the unborn child.
So when do I get to meet the president?
You want to meet our president?
Why not?
You want to meet?
Why not? I hear lots of good things, maybe some not so good things, but I'd like to meet him.
No, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Thank you for telling me. I'd like to
Yeah.
meet him.
Actually, you can see like he's trying a lot because he want to make this country like Singapore because he is upgrading the ghettos. I think you have seen that affordable housing.
Good.
So actually, what he's doing is trying to eliminate the ghetto and then give people the affordable housing.
That's so good. I know his birthday too. I did a lot of research on him first.
Yeah,
That's
actually-
good. Okay, so far you have this good experience about Kenya. You have everything about Kenya. You only have 2 months, and it's like you know everything about Kenya. Are you planning to stay in Kenya?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is where I want to build. I want to grow. I want to stay here.
Like to spend the rest of your life in Kenya.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
This is the
actually-
place to be.
Yeah, actually, Kenya. I think if you did some study, Kenya is the cradle of mankind.
Oh,
That is true. You can Google it.
I like that.
The first man, actually, the first man that God created, He created him in Kenya.
Wow.
So that's why all the races in the whole world they originated from Kenya. That is according to the anthropologists.
That's pretty deep.
Anthropologists are actually your people, white people, so they know more than we do.
Okay.
Yeah. So many people, many foreigners actually, if you ask them like, where would you like to relocate in Africa, they say, Kenya.
254.
Yeah,
254.
254. Because in Kenya, you can own a property and nobody will come and ask you like, how did you acquire
Right.
this property?
Right.
Nobody will ask you. Even a policeman will never stop you and ask you like, can I see your passport? Why are you overstaying here? Like blah blah. No,
Amazing.
no.
Freedom.
good.
To be honest with you, my number one favorite thing is the freedom here.
Freedom. Exactly.
Of
I've
course.
never felt so free in my life.
Yeah, as long as like you don't attack the government, don't
I have no intentions of that.
don't.
I don't really get myself involved in
Yeah.
politics and things like that. I just listen and learn.
You just okay, you just invest, like you meet new people, make friends. That is it. And actually, one of the people that you will meet, they'll be not in uniform, but actually they work in the government,
Right.
and then they might even be knowing more about you
Amazing.
that you think.
Okay.
So many people that you interact with,
Yes.
don't be negative.
Never. I'm not
Always
really a negative
positive.
person.
Yeah, you always like. Actually, that's how many people when they come to Kenya, especially foreigners from Europe, America, Asia, when they come to visit Kenya, they just go back to their country and say like, no, I won't stay anymore in this country. I have to go back.
Back. That's right.
Back to Kenya and maybe acquire a piece of land and build there.
You're right. You're right. I have a
Yeah.
lot of friends on
Like
TikTok.
we have some Jamaicans. What do we call them? The ones that bought land in.
No, we call them Grams Morgan. They have
Yeah.
land. Grams Morgan have land.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
In Naivasha. Have you ever gone to Naivasha?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, why are you not visiting?
2 months.
Yeah.
2 months,
But
okay.
Sarah, I
Yes.
think I would tell you like you still have time.
I have lots of time. I have the
You
rest of
have a
my
lot
life.
time. Yeah.
Hakuna Matata. It's okay. I'll do it. I'll get there. I'm only one person. I can't
Yeah.
get. I've been invited everywhere. Like every corner of Kenya, I've been invited.
So, in fact, I have to ask you this.
Okay.
Your desire is to stay in Kenya.
Yes.
You want to live in Kenya. Do you have any business? You know sometimes people in Kenya quietly they love people with businesses. Okay, do you have any business that can sustain you to live in Kenya? Because I went through your documentary back and I saw how you struggled back in Jamaica and you had no business. And in Kenya now, do you have any business that can sustain you to live in Kenya?
Well, like I've mentioned before, I've just
Yes.
been here for over 2 months. But yes, I do have a business partner here.
Yes.
She is Kenyan. We met before I arrived in Kenya, so it wasn't like I was meeting a stranger. And we discussed a lot of things before I arrived. And also when I did get here, we obviously sat down and we put pen to paper and said, this is what we're going to do. Let's plan this out. I already had the name Destination Somewhere,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about later. So I wanted to actually name the company Destination Somewhere Tours, but tours was not available. So we are new. We just started in the beginning of December. I was able to talk to my graphic designer to get my posters and things set up, ready for advertising. So I am going to be doing some commercials, but we're new. But Rome was not built in a day. Everybody has to start somewhere. So we just start at the bottom and work our way up. So hopefully it will be a Destination Somewhere will be a nice big tour company here in Kenya, and we need to bring more people to Kenya.
Wow, that's
Wow.
very amazing. So destination somewhere is all about like you in Kenya. You want to tell people from your country.
That's right.
Okay, let's say like your former country.
Yes.
How amazing Kenya is.
Yes, exactly,
Wow,
exactly.
that's very amazing.
Well, to be honest with you, a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of people in Canada and America, they work very, very hard for an entire year, and they only get 1 or 2 weeks holiday.
Whoa.
That's not mostly 1 week, and that's not a lot of time to work all year and then only have 7 days off, right? The majority is like that. Then they have saved all their money as well as paying their bills and mortgage and everything else. They've saved their money for their holiday, for their 1 week holiday, and they don't think about Africa, unfortunately.
Wow. I
They go
think-
down to Cuba or Mexico, Jamaica, down to the Caribbean. Why? It's cheaper, it's quicker flight. They can enjoy themselves on a resort. They get the sunshine and everything. But I want to change the mindset, because
Wow.
they feel that traveling to Kenya is a long journey, right? And the flights are a little bit more expensive. So Kenya, like Africa, is not the number one idea for them to come for a holiday, if I'm making sense, right?
Yeah.
So I want to change that mindset. I want people to have a little bit more time for themselves, a little bit more time to travel, you know, save a little bit more money and really explore Africa. Come to Nairobi. It's amazing here, you know? You have to experience Kenya
Yeah.
before anything bad happens to you. You have to come.
Yeah, especially like in a place like Canada.
Right.
It's a very big country.
Huge.
It's a huge country.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, to be honest, they are very developed. But once a Canadian comes to Kenya,
Yes.
he or she doesn't want to go back.
Correct.
And
Correct.
when they go back, they actually sell their land or their properties, and
Yes.
then they relocate to
Right.
Africa. I can't
Right.
say actually it's not only in Kenya,
Mm-hmm.
but there are some places like, okay, it depends with the person's interest.
Right.
But Kenya is their favorite.
Right. There are
Yeah.
some people that don't like hot countries, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I would say the majority of people love sunshine.
Yeah.
So
okay.
yeah, and there I have some American friends here.
Uh-huh.
I know Canadian people, American people, people from Europe. They sell everything back home, and they do come to Kenya to purchase land and buy Airbnbs, right? Rent them out.
Yeah, because you see, Kenya is an all-weather country. There are some
Mm-hmm. Right.
places in Kenya, if you go, it's very cold, just like in Canada. Kenya
Really?
also, yeah.
Minus 21 with lots of snow and wind. I don't think Kenya's going to get that cold, is it? Minus 21?
Okay, actually, it's not that much, but if you go to certain places like Mount Kenya region
Okay.
or Aberdare ranges,
Right.
it's damn cold.
Yeah, I've watched a
Ac-
lot of documentaries
Yeah,
from there.
it's not, actually, sometimes it actually snows.
Right, right.
Yeah. So, and
That's
there are
not cold
some-
for me, though.
Yeah, I know,
That's
I know.
not
I know,
cold.
I know. You can't compare it with Canada.
Yeah.
But you see, in Kenya, we also have places that are very hot.
Yes, in
Very
in
hot.
Canada, you said?
No,
In Kenya. Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Very hot.
Very
Very
hot.
hot.
And also, we have tropical areas, and also we have desert.
Of course.
Desert, like if you go, you might think that this guy is in Dubai,
Right,
but this guy is in Kenya.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why we actually pride ourselves, because Kenya is an all-weather country.
Can't wait
Like
to see it all.
if you're tired of Nairobi, you might just go and camp in a desert. Like you don't see any tree, you don't see anything.
Is there Wi-Fi there?
Sand.
No, no, we use
Oh,
we
just-
use data.
I'm not going to be living in a desert, but I'll definitely visit.
And also we have some places like if you go to a place like Kisumu,
Yes, I've been invited there hundreds of
Lake
times.
Victoria is the largest freshwater lake in Africa,
Beautiful.
and I think it's the second.
Okay.
Yeah, freshwater.
Second.
Beautiful.
There you can eat like fresh fish from the lake
Hmm.
to the I think they can roast it or maybe deep fry it.
Right. Nice. Delicious.
And ugali
Love it.
and skuma or spinach.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it all. Love it all.
Yeah.
So far, all this about your experience in Kenya. You want to stay in Kenya. You have business in Kenya. So you're one of us.
Oh,
You're not going to leave.
thank you.
You're not going to leave this place right now.
Mm-mm.
And you are now our sister.
Oh, thank
We
you.
welcome you as our sister.
Thank you.
Feel free. Anything you need, like in Kenya. In Kenya, everyone is a friend of a new visitor,
You're right. You're right.
of course. So far, what I wanted to ask about you more. You are more on Destination Somewhere and not Sarah Davis. Why are you more on Destination Somewhere? Is that your own business of you being in a tourism thing, or
No, Destination Somewhere didn't start with tourism. It started with my journey in Jamaica. And I think we will probably talk a little bit about my documentary, but I gave myself that name back when I was about 20 years old.
Wow.
I was sitting on a beach, and that's when I came up with the name.
Wow.
So far, do you want to travel to other countries or?
Absolutely. I'm
want to-
probably going to Uganda at the end of the month.
Okay.
I'm trying to hit Uganda by the end of January or beginning of February. Tanzania, Somalia, Lagos, Accra, Ghana. There's a lot of countries that I have to explore still.
Wow.
Wow, that's good. So far, but your heart is in Kenya. Your heart is in Kenya.
That's right.
But you want to travel to other countries and
Yes.
experience life,
Exactly.
and then you come back to Kenya.
Exactly.
We are going to have you as our own sister.
Yeah.
When you go there, come back. Go there, come back.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So.
Thank you. 254 is the base.
Yeah, like this is your home now, like
Right.
the place you want to spend the rest of your life is
Correct.
in Kenya.
Yep.
So you go to Nigeria, Uganda, Tanzania.
Just to visit. Just go for a week. Come back.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's nice.
I'm going to make it big here. That is the
That's
goal.
nice.
I'm not stopping until I'm at the top.
Wow.
Radio,
No way.
TV, whatever it is, we are going to make it big.
Now this is the foundation.
That's right.
Yeah, this is the foundation. Wherever you go and you're interested, like you feel like
You feel it.
yeah, you feel it.
You feel at peace.
You feel at peace.
Mhm.
The first thing you do, you lay the foundation.
Yeah.
And
I,
then you
I,
start
I can
building
honestly
up.
say that I didn't know that it was possible to be this happy.
Wow. So your past life was like
Miserable.
miserable and
Broke. Stressed. I could go on
So-
forever about the not so good things about the past, but when you come to a place where you feel at peace, you feel welcome, you feel at home, you just feel a sense of contentment. It's like, this is where I feel like I should be.
and let me tell you one thing. One thing that God will never let that happen to you as long as you have that thing in your heart.
That's
deep in
right.
your heart.
That's right.
Like if you're motivated, like you feel like you want to fulfill a certain dream inside you, no one will stop you. But you know, Satan has like some powers.
Yes.
So he'll put like some blockages. He'll bring you negative people, but you have to fight that.
I
And
know
you did.
I know
you
what-
did.
I know what it's like to be negative.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to have a negative mindset. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Sure.
If you constantly tell yourself that you're no good or you're not good looking or you're broke or you're poor and you can't find a job, life is not going to go very good. But when I trained myself and taught myself how to talk better to myself, everything good happened.
Wow. Now you
Everything.
see.
I believe in the word manifest. I never believed in it before.
Yeah.
Manifesting is a very, very powerful thing. And I used to laugh at people used to say the word manifest before. I said, what do you mean manifest? That doesn't mean anything. But as soon as I tried it, I envision everything. I imagine it. I go to bed at night and this is what I want. This is how it's going to be. And I'm not stopping until I see it complete. And then when I do complete it, I look back and say, wow, manifesting really worked. Because everything I prayed, hustled, dreamed, envisioned, it all came true. It all came
Exactly.
true.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is exactly how I wanted it to be. Even in Kenya, this right now is exactly what I dream for. And it happens. It works.
Some time back. Now
Yes.
it happened.
Yes.
So the same formula, you have to apply it for more greater things.
I told you, I'm not
Exactly.
stopping till I reach the top.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just that simple.
So actually, there are some people they forget their dreams, or maybe they had a future plans, and then they, all of a sudden, they just give up because
They quit
yeah
because it's
they
too
quit.
hard.
Because
you-
it's too hard, and they were almost like 90%.
You can't quit.
Yeah.
You might have some speed bumps, you might have some hurdles along the way, but you cannot quit. You have to find it in you to just stay motivated and tell yourself, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to do this.
Exactly.
And you know what the best part about life is? Proving people wrong.
Exactly. That is
Proving
it.
people wrong that thought
Yeah.
you were a loser or a failure or you would never make it. Hello, everybody.
Actually, those people, especially like
They're the motivators.
They're the motivators.
The haters are the motivators.
Like if you remember,
Of course,
your-
yes.
when you were schooling,
Mhm.
there's some actually. You can't expect every teacher to like you.
Exactly.
There's one like if you fail in math, he will tell you you'll never make it in life. Like you have to strive.
Right.
You know, and then he will give you like even if this question was right, but he will put like this is wrong.
Right, right.
But you should not give up on that and then say like this teacher is okay, I'm a failure. No, you have to prove that teacher wrong.
It's amazing that you said math because my grade 12 math teacher was awful and he only passed me with like 52%. And I said to him, how is this stuff useful for me in my future? Oh, you need to know this. You have to know this. But I didn't do well, but at least I passed. You know,
Now
you
see.
just got to keep going.
Yeah. So actually, those people who actually tell you like you won't make it in life, they are your motivators.
That's right. Haters
You
are
have-
motivators.
You have to make sure that you prove them wrong.
And you know what the main thing is? At the end of the day, it all stems from jealousy.
Jealousy, yeah.
People get
Exactly.
very jealous.
Yeah.
They want to be like you, or they want to see what you have, and they will do anything to try to step on you by their jealousy. That's the root of it.
Exactly.
Talking of jealousy, talking of jealousy, I love jealousy people. I love jealousy people.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
I love jealousy people because they are the only people that makes me and myself have a touch
Yes.
of moving forward.
Yes.
Like I want to make something, but that jealousy person won't let you have what you want. So I make sure I'll make sure that that jealousy person
Right.
see me with what I wanted to have.
Right.
Like, for instance, I want to buy a new car,
You're going to do it.
and the time I want to buy, the jealousy person will come and say, "You can't have it. I'll make sure I have that car." So that guy or that person will come and say, "Oh, the guy did it. He did it."
Yeah,
And
I
I-
will give
I-
him lift.
I think there's a difference too between jealousy and envy. You know, some people can be jealous of you, but not necessarily in a bad way. But then when people are envious of you, that's
Yeah,
when it gets
Actually, envy is more worse than
exactly.
jealousy.
Yes.
because
Yeah.
someone might be jealous of you because you have a car, and then he strains or maybe he strives to have a car just like you. But an envious person is more poisonous.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because
I
that
just-
person, he might even go to, or what do we call them, like witch doctors, or maybe even if that person won't go to the witch doctor,
Oh
he
gosh,
might like
I don't know anything about that.
Wait,
Deep
wait,
inside-
wait. Talking about witch doctors, is Canada is Canada having those kind of behaviors? Like in Africa, okay, let's talk about. Let's talk
Oh gosh, we're going here. Are we going here?
No. Yes, that's me calling up.
Yeah, we're bantering.
Wait, in Africa, there are some communities that believe in witchcraft. Okay, the Wazungus, do you have that culture of witchcraft, or is just you just hear some stories in Africa, from Africa?
Well, it's personally, it's not part of my world. I don't know anything about it. I just heard it's negative stuff. I've heard about it here. Some people have given me examples of it here, like voodoo and stuff like that. I don't know if that's in the same field. I don't know anything about witchcraft, voodoo, those things. In Canada, they have people that are psychics. They have palm readers. They have some people that just set up their own little business. You know, mediums. They have mediums, people that try to talk with dead people. So I don't even want to think about that. So there are people that do, but I don't think it's nowhere near as deep and heavy as some things here. Like I don't practice any of that, so I don't personally know anything about it. So maybe I'm not really the right person to ask about it. But
actually those things actually, especially in Kenya, like me, I was born and raised in Kenya, but there are some rumors like if you go and visit them, those people actually, they take your star, they hold it. I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm not recommending anything, but you should not try.
I've heard of like possessed, things like possessed and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's like you're going there and then you give him like you have a certain problem and you want them to solve it for you, but actually what they take from you, it's like a subscription for a certain service.
Wow.
It's like you're subscribing permanently for the rest of your life. And
So
then
I'll
that
avoid those.
person-
I'll avoid those places.
yeah, don't try.
I'll
So
avoid those
There's some
places. Thank you.
places. There's some places you visit, and then you will hear a lot of stories.
Yes.
You will hear about the stories, the deep stories in Africa. Oh, okay. In Kenya, not more, but in some countries in Africa,
Right.
there are a lot of stories deep about witchcraft, about a lot of things.
Yes.
But okay. Anyway, let's get back into our business. That's all about mingling up, and let's go. Let's get back into our business. Can we go now? Can we go now, Deep? Tell us more about your documentary. Destination somewhere now. Yes, that's
that's-
what I want to hear.
You were-
There's something I want to
I
hear.
think it's all fresh in your mind because you recently watched it, correct?
Yeah,
let
I
me-
watched the documentary twice.
Amazing.
Yes, twice, and there are so many things I wanted
To
to
ask,
understand
yes.
about the documentary.
Yes.
And there's something I want to ask.
There's probably a lot of questions.
A
You're not-
lot,
a lot of
a
people have
lot.
questions about destinations somewhere on
Yes,
YouTube.
yes.
Yes.
Now, tell us about your destination somewhere documentary on YouTube. I want to hear the real story right now.
Okay, so a little bit of the backstory as to how I created the documentary is because every time somebody heard my journey, where have you traveled to? Oh, I used to live in Jamaica on the streets. They're like, what? And you should write a book. So if I was paid $1 every time I heard you should write a book, I'd be okay right now because everybody told me you have to write a book. But I sat down and I thought, you know what? I want to bring my journey to the visual, to the screen, right? So people can really feel like they went through the journey with me, right? So I hired Cinemetrics Media in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. His name is Steve, and I just made one quick phone call. I love the fact that he picked up right away. And I told him my vision. I said, this is what I want to do. And he said, come on in. And I was shooting it for 4 hours, and then we edited it, and then I put it on YouTube. So when I was 19, things were not going very good for me in Canada. And to be honest with you, I'm not afraid to say this, I don't really like Canada. I was not happy there. I was not comfortable there. It's not. I knew from when I was a very young girl that I didn't feel comfortable in this country. I just knew I didn't fit in. There wasn't much of a culture for me. I just didn't feel like this place is where I belong, if that makes sense. So I moved out of my parents' home, and I was living in a place called Brampton that had a very large Jamaican community. And I fell in love with the music. I started going to just little bars, little places to hang out with Jamaican people, and I fell in love with the food and the people, the culture, the music. It was amazing. And I thought one day, just like I said in the documentary, I have to go there. Just like with Kenya, I have to experience it. So I was not doing well. I had lost my job and lost my vehicle and my place to live, and I ended up literally with nothing. I was on the streets with nothing. And I ended up doing my taxes, and I got a little bit of money from my tax return, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to run away. I'm just going to leave Canada, and I'm going to go to Jamaica. So I called my mom, and she brought me a suitcase, and I put a few things in there, and she said, are you sure? And I said, yep, let's go to the airport. I'm out of here. I've had enough. I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit angry. I was bitter. I was very frustrated. I was very low. When you have nothing, you're low, right? And you would just want to run away. I think everybody in their life goes through a point in their time where things are not going good and you just want to get away. It's normal.
Wow.
But not to hop on a plane and go to another country. So I had a return ticket. It was a 1-week return ticket. And my mom said goodbye to me at the airport, and she didn't know if she was going to see me dead or alive again.
Wow. Okay. Let me ask you one thing. The experience you went through actually is very painful, especially for us Africans.
Really?
Yeah, it's very, very painful.
Wow. I see more painful things here, though.
Yeah. But
I
you
see suffering all over the world.
Yeah, but you see, for people like, especially foreigners from Western countries,
Yes, to go through that.
We as Africans, we don't think that they might go through that.
Oh,
we
yes.
only think that can
yes.
only happen to Africans.
No.
But let me ask you. a
That's not
question.
true.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever had has any, let's say, a lady from Canada telling you the same story, Sarah, I'm going through this, and then you tell her I went through the same shit.
I don't know anybody that has the same journey as me. I do know people that have run away to different countries and
Yeah.
have different experiences, but my experience is very different than
Very different.
the rest.
Yeah, and one thing, I think you're a very resilient woman, a very strong
Thank you.
woman. Yeah, because actually some women, especially in Western countries, they can't endure that. They actually commit suicide before these things go.
I
go
actually,
far.
that's funny that you said that because I've had a lot of people say you're still normal. You didn't end up in a mental institution or alcoholic or hurt yourself in any way. You still stayed sane and level through all of it.
Yeah.
I was able to heal and repair and get through it all by myself. Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, I have the love of my family and support from friends. Of course, my mom is the best.
Wow.
So there's something I want to know. You know, sometimes I love digging deep.
Yes.
You were 19. Okay, let's go back. You were 19.
I
You
was
are-
19. Yes.
You were 19 years, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you are tired living in Canada,
Correct.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Were you stressed or you just wanted to leave your place and go somewhere? What made you leave your country? What was that pain in you that made you leave your country to Jamaica?
Well, I had nothing, so of course I was in a lot of pain. I had nothing. I was homeless.
Why? You
I lost a job. I lost my landlord kicked me out of my apartment. I lost my car. So I had nothing.
at 19.
Yeah, I had it all, and then I lost it all.
How?
I got fired from a job. We all get fired from time to time.
Why wouldn't you go back and live with your mom?
No, it doesn't really work like that. It's once you leave, you're. I mean, sure, there are people that go back home, but I'm too stubborn. I'm too stubborn. I didn't want to. And a lot of things are embarrassing too, right? You don't want to call your mom, "Hey, I got fired. I'm kicked out of my apartment. I've got nowhere to go." That's embarrassing stuff. You don't tell people those things.
So
You just deal with it on your own, right? Does your mom want to hear that you're suffering? No, your mother loves you. The last thing they want to hear is you suffering and not doing good.
you're 19 years.
Yes.
You have a job. And then
Well, I've
all
been
of a
working since I
sudden-
was 13. I had a job since I was 13. I've been working my whole life.
Wow.
I was in high school, and then I went to work every day.
You know, in Kenya, a lady who's 19 years, actually, she's still in her mother's house.
Oh no, no! I moved out of my
then-
house when I was 19.
Then you have seen a lot. You've gone
Yeah,
through a lot.
yeah. We are. I was taught as a child that if you want something, you work for it, and you pay for it yourself. We will provide your home and your shelter and your clothes and things. But if you want luxury things like nice, back in the day we had CD players, right? I'm showing I'm old.
yeah.
But if you want to
Yeah.
buy your own electronics, you want to buy your own, you want to party, you want to go do your own thing, then you work. So I got a job at my local grocery store, little supermarket close to my home, and I was 13. So I would go to high school all day, come home, change, and go to work. And I saved my money. And that's when I bought my first car when I was 18.
Wow. Do you know, okay, that sounds so amazing. You know, in Kenya, we normally work at 20s,
From 25.
from 25.
25.
Yeah.
That's a man. There's
There are so many people actually, they are in their early 30s.
that don't even have work experience.
not work experience. They don't
They-
have job
They stay in their mother's house.
at
Yeah,
30.
that is it.
No, our parents would be like, "You need to leave." No, go.
Actually, I was
No, that's not
very
like
sure.
that.
You see the culture. The cultures are different.
Wow,
you
very
know,
different.
You see, in Africa, like my mom, no matter how old I'll be, like I'll be in my late 50s, but my mom is 80, 80 years. He still sees me like a son or a child to her. So she can't have that courage maybe to tell me like, oh, you're 50 years old, move out of my house. Never.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course,
Yeah.
yes.
Some of us pay rent to our parents too.
You're living in your mother's house
Yeah.
and then
Some people pay rent. Yes. Even if they just live in the basement, they will help their parents. They pay rent if they are 21 or 22, then they pay their parents rent. Yeah.
okay, you mean like if your mom is renting a house, like you have
No,
to-
if your parents own a house, and
That's
you're
your
and if
parents'
you have a
house.
son that's 21, 22, and he hasn't found a job or a partner or hasn't left home, then he can still stay there, but he can pay rent. A lot of people do that, pay rent to their parents.
I hope my mom is watching. No, you heard that, mom.
No paying rent in Africa to your parents.
No rent. Okay.
Of
But
course.
back
You've
in
never heard of that
Canada-
before? You've never heard of that?
Me,
No.
working at-
You can even
you
live
know-
with
you know
their,
that-
their
that-
relatives. I have Jamaican friends that live in Canada, and they might live with their cousin or their aunt and uncle, and they pay rent. They might rent a room. Yeah,
do you know what?
That's
Do,
very-
do,
that-
do, do you know what is child labor?
of course I do.
Child labor is when you work and when you are under 18 and you're working, you don't have any ID.
Yeah,
That is
I
what
actually wanted to
child
talk
labor.
about that. Like in Kenya, if they find you like you're under 18, you don't have an ID card, and then you're working somewhere, the government will arrest you and they will take you to school by force. We
Wow.
have such certain institutions.
But I have seen children here working, like young kids.
Yeah, they are there.
It's not a nice
No,
job
Yeah, actually, the government is working hard on that.
to get rid of that.
But actually, if you see one and go to the government and say, like, I've seen a child maybe carrying a brick, and other kids are in school,
Yes.
they'll take action.
So every child here has to go into school, correct?
Has to
They
go.
have to.
Yes.
And actually, it's a must.
Mandatory.
Yeah, it's a mandatory. But if
So-
you see one and then you report, the government will be there immediately, because there are so many institutions actually. The government pay for them everything. You see?
We have a burning story here. So you're now from Canada to Jamaica.
Yes.
Let's get there.
So my mom dropped me off at the airport.
Yes.
Said goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Didn't know when she would see me again.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm free. I'm gone.
Okay, you're on a plane now.
Yep.
Let me see the movie now. This is a movie. A real
Well,
movie.
you watched the documentary. I tried to my best to make it look like a
Yes,
movie.
yes, it's like a
We're
movie.
hoping to get it on Netflix one day. We're
Yeah,
all hoping.
of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where you're heading to, but you're heading to Jamaica.
Yep.
You don't know anyone.
I don't know a single soul.
Okay, you're on a plane. Tell us the story about you being in a plane. Yeah, I want to know the story now.
I can't wait for people to watch it. It's a lot better when you watch it than me telling you again. I was actually sitting beside a couple, Mzungu, white
Yeah,
couple.
which couple?
They had just got married, so
Yeah.
most people head down to Jamaica for their honeymoon, right? So I was just sitting in the chair, and they're saying hi to me. How are you? On normal plain chit chat, right? I've done this a million times, and they said, "Where are you going?" And I will never forget this. Even as I'm sitting here today, I can hear their voice, and I will never forget this moment. They said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "I don't know." And they said, "What do you mean you don't know?" I said, "I don't know." They said, "But you must have a resort, a friend, a hotel, something is booked." I said, "Nope, I don't know where I'm going." So they were shocked.
No, actually, I wanted to ask you. No, not actually.
It's called running
asking.
away. I ran away. You don't run
Oh,
away to
actually,
something.
I've seen such things in movies, like
Okay,
a kid is angry and then he
gone,
packs like his
Yeah.
or her clothes, and then
gone,
she runs.
run away.
And
I
then-
think some husbands and wives have done it too. Some people run away from a marriage. You know, they pack up and gone.
You
I've
know-
heard of stories of the husband leaving and never coming back. Yeah,
That-
I've heard of stories like that.
You know,
It
that's
happens.
that's a movie.
Yes.
That's a
So I
movie.
was sitting on the plane, and I didn't have a final destination at that time. But
Oh,
somebody's always looking after you.
exactly.
And you know what's crazy is I never use the bathroom on a plane. I always go make sure I'm okay before I get on the plane, and then right after, because the flight is only 4 hours, so I'm good. But for some
Oh.
reason, I thought I'll leave these lovebirds to talk and flirt with each other, and they're all happy because they just got
Wow.
married. And then there's me, like, oh my god, where am I going? Right? So then I was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom just to stretch my legs, right? So I get up, and there was like 2 people in front of me. So I'm just standing in the. You've probably been on a plane before, so you know the aisles are very narrow.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I heard my name, Sarah. And I turned, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know him. His name is Marvin. To this day, I don't know him.
Oh,
But I knew him a little bit because he was living at my friend's house
back in Canada or Jamaica.
in Canada.
In Canada.
Canada, wow.
Remember-
I've never been to
Wow.
Jamaica before. so-
Remember, Sarah is in the plane
Yeah.
heading to Jamaica.
I've never been to Jamaica
Exactly.
before.
Yeah.
So when I was saying goodbye to a friend a couple days before, and because I didn't tell many people that I was leaving, right? So I remember that person being in the house. He rented a room, I think. So I knew his name was Marvin. That's all I remember. So I looked, and I was like, Marvin? He's like, what are you doing here? I was like, obviously we're on a plane. We're going to Jamaica. Like, what do you mean, what am I doing here? So, a lot of the silly questions come up along the way, right? So he said, where are you staying? And I said, no, nowhere. I don't have anywhere to stay. He's like, you're kidding me. And he pointed to 2 Rastas that he was with. They had big locks, but they were all wrapped up in the wool hat, the nice
Yeah.
Rasta colors, right? He said, those are my brethren. I'm staying with them. And he's like, do you want to stay with us? And I was like, really? I was shocked. I go, are you serious? He's like, yeah, you can come stay with us. I was like, thank you. I'll see you when we get off the plane. So I went to the bathroom, came back to the chair, and the people were like, you seem a little happier, right? I was like, I just bumped into somebody that I kind of know, and they invited me to their place.
Wow.
That
That
was
was like a
amazing.
miracle to you.
If this is not a small world, I don't know what is. A small world. So I was a little bit worried that when I got off the plane to go get my luggage, I was afraid that they maybe would leave me and take off. Like I thought it might have been a joke or...
Ah, yeah, yeah.
But they were right there beside me. My suitcase, my ugly brown suitcase that I talk about in the documentary. I tell you that thing. I can't wait to tell you where the final destination is of that suitcase. You're gonna laugh when you find out where that thing ended up. Anyways, my suitcase came off and I grabbed it, and they all grabbed their luggage. And I said to them, we're gonna go through customs now because I know airports very, very well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I said, what do I tell them where we're going? Because they have to stamp your declaration card. You have to. And they said, we're going to, it's called a place called St. Anne's, because Jamaica is broken up into parishes, just like Canada is in provinces. So the parish is called St. Anne's. So they said, we're going to go to Discovery Bay. So I was like, okay. So I told immigration officer starts flirting. Hey, Wagwan, how you doing, girl? Pretty girl. They all flirt with you when you get there. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And they stamp your passport and you're now free. So we walked out to the front of the airport and there was a gentleman by the name of Kelly, I guess their friend. He had a nice big truck and he handed me a cold beer and something else and picked up my suitcases and said, Wagwan, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Put them in the back of the truck and we got in the truck. I was with four, I guess it would have been five other guys, and I was in the front seat and I remember reaching for my seatbelt. They're like, nah, don't worry about that. I was like, oh, this is the land. I don't have to wear a seatbelt. I'm drinking a cold beer in the passenger seat. Like this is all breaking rules in my country, but I love it. So then we ended up at a villa. We drove along the water. It was beautiful. And we stopped halfway to get something to eat. And we arrived at their little villa. I thought it was their villa.
Wow. God is great. God is great.
Yeah.
So you already have friends. You already
Yep.
have friends. You already have friends.
Yeah.
Now your journey starts. You already have friends.
I don't know if I want to call them friends, but they were definitely acquaintances, people that one person that I knew that introduced me to the others. So I didn't hang out with them. I stayed with them for the week. They gave me my own room and I just basically hung out on the beach and got to know the locals and, got my hair braided because that's what white people do when they go to Jamaica for the first time. They braid their hair. And I just hung out with all the Rastas on the beach and I just had a good time. I spent all my money, bought some jewelry. And so I didn't hang out with the people that I stayed with in the house.
Oh, okay.
It was just a base, a place that I would sleep at night. And then during the day I was out exploring. Yeah, I wanted to explore the real streets of Jamaica.
Did you? Okay, let me ask you. Did you have anyone you knew in Jamaica before?
Nobody,
Nobody.
not a single soul. Didn't know anybody.
And how long did you stay there?
So I stayed in that villa for a week, and my return ticket was for a week. So they said the following Saturday, Sarah, pack up. We have to leave. We have to vacate this villa and go. So I packed everything up, but in my mind, I knew I wasn't leaving. I said, there's no way. In my mind, I said, there's no way I'm going back to Canada.
Oh, so they left.
Yes, this is in the documentary.
Yeah,
I guess
no,
you forgot
they left-
that part.
okay,
I
in
showed the truck. I showed the truck getting further and further and further away. So I was standing there with my suitcase and I had no money. I spent all my money. I had no water, no food, and I just watched the truck get smaller and smaller. And they looked at me. They're like, "Are you sure?" I said, "I'm sure. Bye. Have fun. Enjoy your flight home." I said, "I'm not going anywhere." And I stayed there. So now I'm literally on the streets
I see, I
with
see.
nothing. But that's okay. I survived. I'm still here to tell the
You
story.
survived.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
survived.
Mhm.
Tell me a short story about you being in a small jail.
Ah.
Yes, give me a short story about you being in a small.
Well, it's hard to make it a short story because it all leads into that. That's why the
Now,
documentary is 1 hour and 16 minutes.
Okay, let's jump to that place because it made me sometimes. I felt.
Yeah, it
I
was
felt
intense.
the story.
Yeah.
Give me that short story. What made you came into that?
So after the guys had left, like I was left alone, and
Yeah.
so I just started walking.
Yeah.
And that's when I met Fargo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
actually, I
and
see.
then that's when we lived together,
Yeah.
right? And then we decided to move away from that place, right? And so he told me, wait here. I'm going to go talk to my father in St. Mary
Yeah.
to see if we can stay there. So he left me there. So I sat there with my dog and my suitcase
Yeah.
and my purse, and I just sat there, waited all day.
I see.
And I thought, oh, I don't think he's going to come back. He's very late. What's happening? Fargo, where are you? Where's Fargo? Everybody in Jamaica knows that sentence. Where's Fargo? And I waited and waited, and then it started to get dark. And that's when the sergeant from the police station came across with two big officers on either side. And she looked down at me. She said, good evening. And she said, what is your name and what are you doing here, miss? And she said, do you have your passport? And at first I said, no. I said, it's back home. And she said, where's home? And I said, well, I live up in Tickets with my partner. And she just, once I said I didn't have my passport on me, she just looked at the cops and said, take her. So then they picked up my suitcase and I walked across the gas station into the police station. Then I sat in a chair in front of a big desk just like that one.
Yeah.
And they said, do you have your passport? And I said, okay, I do. So I pulled it out, I gave it to them. And that's when they realized that my overstay was quite some time because they looked at the date that I arrived, looked at the date that I was supposed to legally be out of Jamaica, and looked at the date that it is now, and they realized you are very much overstaying illegally in this country. So they locked me in jail right away.
Wow.
Right away.
That was very painful. And how long did you stay in there?
I was locked in there for about 9 days,
9
which
days.
felt like 9 years.
But
because
now-
because you don't know, I didn't know when I was getting out. I was in the hands of them. So they didn't give me any notice about anything. I didn't know when or if I was going to get out. I was beaten in there. I was starved in there. There was 6 other girls in there.
The cells.
Yes, 2 little tiny cells, smaller than this studio.
Did Fargo knew all
He,
these?
apparently, I found out this many, many years later. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'm ever going to know the truth. Only that one knows the truth up there. And apparently what happened was he came back. He went to St. Mary to see his father to ask if we could stay with him. And his father apparently didn't feel well. So he helped him at the hospital with something or a clinic or something. And that's why he came back very late. And when he came back, he was looking around for me and a couple people said, she's over there in the station. And apparently during the week he did come visit me and bring me food, but nobody told me. Nobody gave me the food and I never knew that he came to see me.
Oh, so the police actually, they actually blocked him
Yes.
from seeing you.
Yes.
Wow, that's very painful.
He
Wow.
cooked food and put it in Tupperware containers every day for me to bring it to me and I never got the food.
And maybe something you want to know.
I will
maybe
never know.
He tried a lot maybe
Yeah.
to get you out of that
I
place.
said to him, why did you yell my name? He's like, I don't want to be yelling your name in the station. Something bad could happen to me or... So I honestly, I will never know if that is the truth. But
God
I just have to go
knows.
by...
God.
Yeah, God knows. I just have to go by what I hear.
Yeah.
A short experience. That one is okay. Another short experience I want to know because today you're not crying.
No,
Okay.
that's the past. The past is gone.
That-
She's
okay.
in Kenya. She has to be happy.
Can you give us
Exactly, the land of happiness.
Yeah, the land of happiness.
a short story about you being in a beach and then you're seated somewhere watching a cruise ship
Yes.
crossing and give me that short.
Yeah, so I used to sit on a beach called Fisherman's Point Beach in a
Yeah.
place called Ocho Rios, which we call Ochi.
Yes.
And I used to love, I would sleep there and stay there all day, all night, and go for, I was always clean because I was always in the water, right?
Yeah.
And I loved watching the Carnival cruise ships, the big cruise ships. They fit 3,000 to 5,000 people on one ship, right?
Wow.
So I enjoyed watching them come in, and there's a boardwalk, and they would all come off the ship, and they'd be walking on the boardwalk, and they're singing, well, we're in Jamaica. Yeah, they're singing and dancing, and the reggae's blasting, and the beach is all ready for them to drink and eat and have a great time for the day because they have to leave in the evening because that's when the ship continues, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I used to, there was times where I'd be happy to see them, but I would also be so jealous because like they have food, they have money, they have drinks, and I sometimes would go days without anything. So I would look at them and be like, one day I'm going to be one of them. One day I will be coming off the ship and I'm going to spend the day in Ochi, and I'm going to eat and drink and be on holiday and I'm going to look back and remember when. And I did do that. My journey came to an end. Full circle moment.
Wow. Somebody give you $10. Who was she?
Oh, that's when I came back from Canada, or came to Canada from Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I literally had nowhere to go. And I was, the shelter that I wanted to stay in was full. So they told me to just go across the street and sit in Tim Hortons, the famous Tim Hortons. So I sat there, and that's when I really understand the meaning of a nervous breakdown. I literally broke down. I just stared at myself in the reflection, and everything goes numb. You go numb. And I just was sitting there staring out the window, and I was in a lot of shock, like a lot of shock, because I came back pregnant, homeless, with nothing, like nothing. I had nothing. I had 14 cents in my bank account. And so this woman came up, and she could tell that things were not good, because who just sits there? Like, that's what a nervous breakdown is. You can't move. Your body shuts down. And so she just picked up my hand, and she put a $10 bill in my hand, and she I remember her rolling my fingers, and she put my hand back on my lap. And she said, I don't know if this will help, but I hope you'll be okay. And I will never forget that.
Wow.
So then I had $10.14.
I went through your documentary, and then I sat down and realized you went through a lot in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You went through a lot.
I did.
And then now you're back in Canada.
Yep.
Okay, you're back in Canada. You gave birth to.
No.
You never.
That's also in the documentary.
Okay, you went back to Canada, and then you took mom back to Canada, to Jamaica.
Oh, yeah, almost 20 years later.
20 years later.
I don't think he watched the documentary. Yeah, I went back 20 years later with my mom.
With mom now.
That's why the documentary is called Destination Somewhere, a 20-year full circle Jamaican journey. Yeah. I went back many, many years later and walked off that cruise ship and looked down at the beach where I had nothing and said, now I'm one of them. Mom, I did it.
Yes, I saw it.
You have to remember where you came from, you know? You have to remember where you came from and where you've worked your way up to, right?
Exactly. Now that you're in Kenya, do you actually contact your mom and tell her, like, now I'm in Kenya, it's a beautiful place?
Really? My mom is my best friend. We talk all day, every day.
Exactly.
That's the funniest question I've been. Do you ever contact your mom? My mom is my best friend.
Actually,
every day we are on FaceTime.
But there's another side, like the experience of Jamaica. Like, she might ask you, like, how is it if you compare Jamaica to Kenya?
You can't compare.
Do you think?
No.
So, how does she say, like?
No, there is no comparison. I've traveled the world, and I've never compared one country to the next. You cannot. You cannot.
You're more happier in Kenya.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't stay in a place that I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
Because I have a Canadian passport, so it's very easy for me to leave. I can go to any country I want.
Yeah.
I don't have to stay here.
Yeah, because if I go to another country and maybe call my mom, she might.
I hope you talk to your mom every day.
Of course.
There you go.
Sometimes we video call.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, I video call my mom every day. Multiple times a day.
Okay, you know, okay, in Africa or in Kenya,
yes,
our mothers are old.
So, age is just a number.
No, wait. When I say they are old, they're not so much into this technology.
We're talking about technology.
Okay, you teach them. My mom is 70. My mom is 73, and I taught her everything about an iPhone. She knows how to copy paste, send me this, forward me this. Yeah.
But now with time,
With time.
No, Africa, I taught her quickly.
You see, African mothers are a bit different from the Western mothers. In Africa, so they say, like, this smartphone, you might even buy your mother a smartphone like this one, and then she says, no, I don't want that. I don't want like this.
She wants the other button one. Yeah, well, because they know what they're used to.
Yeah, but now you have to sit down and teach her, like, if you want to see the buttons, you have to press this. It will take time. So what do you do?
I guess my mother learned very quick, and I'm a good teacher maybe, because she likes the way I explain things. You know, Mom, there's a green check mark, push that. Look on the bottom left, it's blue, push that. So I walked her through step by step, and she picked everything up very fast. I love you, Mom, you're the best.
Oh, that's very amazing. Now she knows that you're very happy in Kenya.
Yes,
she's not worried.
No, she's not. Well, I mean, I was really tired of listening to my family and friends saying, be careful.
Yeah.
I get tired of that sentence. Be careful. Be careful. Please take care. Be careful. You don't know. This could happen. Blah. You would not believe how much fear people tried to put in me, but I have no fear.
Exactly. You have to actually listen to your parents, and sometimes they know something that maybe you don't know, but you have to do your best. Like what you did actually, it's very shocking to your mom. Like, wow, my daughter is more than a man. Like,
And
there are some men who cannot endure that.
I know.
Let's not talk about women, men.
Hmm.
Like for me, I don't know what I could have done. Like picking my bags and going maybe to another country. I don't know anyone. You see, first thing that comes in my mind, especially Kenyans, they can't go to another country if they don't know anyone there. First thing they think it's about jail.
Oh,
But think about you. That is very amazing.
thank you.
You see, in Jamaica,
Well-
there's this thing as said like strength of a woman. That applies to you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
There are times though that I did feel guilty that I put my mom through all of that. And there was a lot of times where I beat myself up, where I was like, I felt like a loser. I felt like, what have I done? All my friends are succeeding. They're going to school. They're working. They're getting married, having kids. And there's me living on the streets of Jamaica. So I felt sometimes a little bit embarrassed and afraid to share my journey with people. But then when I saw the reaction and people said, your story is amazing. Like, you're a survivor. You need to make this into a book or a movie or something. Then my confidence built about my past, because I used to be ashamed of my past. But now I'm so proud of it because it's a story and I can motivate people and inspire people. It's okay to fail. It's
Yeah.
okay to get fired. It's okay to not pass an exam. It's okay to not know at 19 what you want to do in your life. It's okay.
Yeah.
You can fail, but it's just temporary. You are going to get out of it. So if I can motivate people with my story and inspire people and maybe help change their life in some way,
Yeah. That is
it's
it.
done.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, let me come to this point. Now you're in a cruise ship, and I saw you with somebody very famous,
Yes.
Damian Marley.
Damian Marley. Yes.
Okay, you're in a cruise ship. Was he in the cruise ship?
Yes, he was
or
on the cruise ship.
Was it an event or?
He is the creator of the Jam Rock Reggae Cruise. Damian Marley is the inventor of that cruise. It's called the Jam Rock Reggae Cruise. Damian Marley is the man behind it all. It's his cruise. So everybody is on that cruise ship together with us. Damian Marley, Ziggy Marley, all the brothers, all the Marleys were there. I was front row every night. And there's Chronix was there. Just name the reggae artists. They're all on the ship with us for 5 days. So we stand at we get there at about 7 p.m. front row, right in front of the stage. Right in front of the stage, and they all come out and we're staring at we're so close we see their sweat. Their dreadlock Damian Marley's dreadlocks were hanging right in front of me because they're down to the ground, right? And then my girlfriend Nikki Z, she's up on stage. She pulled me up on the stage with my mom and she said, "Come, we're going backstage." I thought I was gonna die. And I got to meet Taurus Riley. Taurus Riley is my favorite artist, and Damian Marley my mom has loved him for many years. So to be right there hugging them and taking videos with them, we're like, I can't believe this is happening. So it was literally, when I say a dream come true, it's a dream come true. And Jamaican artists, they are amazing. They are very humble. They're sitting there eating. You can walk by, they say hi. You can bump into them in the elevator. They don't have security all around them. They talk with you like they're very humble artists. So I appreciate Jamaican artists because they're just like you and me. They're just a lot richer, and they're successful and very famous, but they are still very humble to talk with
They're
you.
very humble.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you meet them in the ship, and
Yeah.
then you started. Now you the life now began from there. Destination.
Oh,
Destination
you mean the
Somewhere.
name of Destination Somewhere?
Yes.
I actually came up with that name when I was sitting on the beach with nothing, and I used to get invited into people's homes, and then they would try to take things from me, try to be nice to me, and then they would take things from me when I was sleeping, and then they would kick me out the next morning when they realized I have nothing left.
Oh.
It happened a lot. I was kicked out a lot. So I would just they would say, "Go find somewhere. You can't be here. Go find somewhere."
After
So-
they have taken something from you.
Yes, they
and
would
then
steal from my suitcase. They would try to hurt me physically. They would kick me out in the morning.
Wow.
So that's very rough to go through. So I would say to myself, "Oh, well, I'll find somewhere." And then I sat down on the beach one day and I was like, I wonder where my final destination is. And then it just came to my brain, Destination Somewhere. And that name's been with me since I was like 20 years old. And I always knew that I was going to name my book Destination Somewhere. But I named my documentary Destination Somewhere. So, and now my tour company is Destination Somewhere. So it's going to, that's my thing.
It's your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have worked for it for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Destination Somewhere.
And even when I go down the street here I live in Utawala,
Yeah.
and motorcycle drivers will go by, hey, destination somewhere, hey, destination. I'm like, they see me on TikTok, so they know.
Ah.
Yeah, they know my. It's crazy.
But now you have reached your destination.
Yes, 254 Kenya.
254 destination. Maybe in future, maybe you might maybe think about changing from destination somewhere to destination 254.
Well, I think Destination Somewhere will stay, but I definitely want people to know that Destination Somewhere Incorporated is based in Kenya, in 254. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's very amazing.
What an amazing story. Destination somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Here is 254 is your destination.
Yep.
So we are going to wind this story or the story short. We are going to have another episode of this story because you are going to visit our magical Kenya,
Yes.
and we are going to cover this. We are going to cover
Yes, and let's
the whole
hope
story.
and let's hope for Destination Somewhere Kenya documentary, right?
Yes.
So I need to
Exactly.
travel more here, so I can
Yes.
have more footage to create another documentary.
we are
Exactly.
going to cover the whole story about Destination Somewhere. We are going to visit some areas so that we make it.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to make the story
Huge.
huge.
Yeah, huge.
It's gonna be
Okay.
big.
Like your dream, we have to let you, like anyone who actually try to tell you like you won't make it or maybe you won't reach your destination, you have to make sure that they know that you reached your destination and this is what you're doing.
Yes, I'm not stopping.
You're
I'm
not
not stopping. This is
You're
just the
not
beginning.
stopping. Yeah, and you're more happier than ever.
Yes.
And those people, I know actually those people who mistreated you back in that country, I don't want to mention it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I know some of them, they are following up on you like, wow, Sarah did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Some
some of
people I
them-
know, some of them I don't know. I'll probably never see again. Some of them might remember me, but
Yeah,
yeah, let's make it go worldwide.
exactly.
Okay. We are going to end. This is an end of this show. Mingle Up with me, Benso Chocha here, and you heard more about Destination Somewhere. And Sarah,
Yes.
give us your social media handles so that people can follow you. People can follow your story, and we are going to make more stories. We are going to uplift more people who went through
Yes.
back in the days.
Yes.
People who are going through a lot in the recent days or even today. So people will follow you, people will follow your story. Can you look at that camera, give them your handles, and then we will have another episode and more interviews about the journey. And look at the camera, give them something, tell them something. Okay?
It's pretty easy to find me. I'm on YouTube, as you know, Destination Somewhere. I do have my TikTok is also Destination Somewhere Inc. The good thing is it's on the screen, which is really good. And I do have my personal Instagram as well as business. So I do have the business Instagram, which is Destination Somewhere. I've actually just started it, so I'm still working on it. My personal Instagram is Sarah Loves Reggae, all one word, Sarah Loves Reggae. And that's pretty much it. I have Facebook as well, but I feel TikTok and Instagram is where it's at for social media.
So until the next time, we are going to dig more about the stories, and Sarah loves reggae music. We are going to dig more about the reggae music and Sarah. Okay? Dopamine, tell them something.
This is your guy, Dopamine. And
He's the guy.
Yeah, he's
I'm the guy.
You're the guy.
Yeah, so I'm very happy today because actually we hosted Muzungu from Canada to Kenya.
That's my
Actually,
favorite word, Muzungu.
Muzungu, rangi ya pesa. So she's in Kenya. She decided to reside in Kenya for the rest of her life. So make sure you mark her face. Say hi. Whenever you see her, you can hug her.
Yes, come say hi. There's a lot of
Yeah,
people that
say hi.
I invite out to like a lounge. We go hang out at a lounge, and
Yeah.
everyone on TikTok says, "I'll see you there. I'll be there." And then they either don't show up or they do and they don't come say hi. They're like, "You were too busy," or
Yeah.
"I felt intimidated." No, come say hi.
Yeah.
I'm a nice person. I just want to meet you, just like you want to meet me.
And we are coming to Kibera. So our
Yes.
Kibera friends, Korogocho, those slums. We are coming to Mombasa.
Yes.
We're going to
001.
Lamu.
001.
001.
001.
Yeah,
We're coming.
Exactly. Those beaches. We are coming there, and then make sure you follow
Destination somewhere.
destination somewhere, and make sure that whenever you see Sarah, say hi to her.
Yes.
She's a good friend of ours.
Hmm.
This is destination 254.
One love.
One love.
Forever.
Wow.
Forever.
Until the next time, my name is Ben Suchocha. Mingle Up is the show. We meet here tomorrow, same time. Adios.